Welcome back to Resale Mania. Welcome to another video. My name is Mikhail. I'm a full-time reseller. Today's video is a series of thrifting trips over the course of a few days, and then at the end I'm going to show you a little bit more about my business and the back side of it. So let's hop into it. Back at the Belgrade Goodwill. First thing to catch my eye are some Keen boots for 10. Maybe I'll look them over more in a bit. Some Merrells, but this model doesn't sell too well, but yeah, I'm gonna leave them. Some Adidas wrestling shoes for 6, can't pass that up. I've never seen Scott shoes like this. They're like hiking shoes for 8. I'm gonna put them in the cart and look them up in a bit. Found another pair of Adidas wrestling shoes for 8, and some Under Armour Charge shoes for 8 as well, so gonna get both of those. Sony DVD VCR with the remote for 10. If that works, that's a buy. This also might be a good find for 10. That's heavy though. I'll look it up in a bit. This is the same scale I used to use before I got the Rolo scale, which I highly recommend. It's a great scale. This was also a good beginner scale, but the Rolo wireless one is insane. Caught the little logo as I was walking by. Some On Clouds for 6. They're definitely beat, but I could sell these as beaters in this condition and still get like 25 to 30 for them, because people will buy these even in rough condition. I am so glad I looked at these. I had no idea they were Danner boots. But yeah, these are Danners for 10. Like, they're in really good condition besides being a little dusty. Those are, I guarantee, are $100 boots, maybe 150. That's a really good buy. Now to test the electronics before buying. Alright, I just realized the antenna is broken off, so I'm probably not going to get that, unfortunately. Unfortunately, both electronics did not work. The DVD VCR player definitely didn't work. So it looks like only shoes for me today, but still, those Danner boots will pay for everything. I forgot to mention, it looks like I can get about 40 to 50 for these, so I'm going to pick those up for 8. $46 for all the shoes. I put back those Keen boots. They had too much wear, but man, I mean, I'll double my money on those Danner boots alone. Like, oh, stay. I'll double my money on the Danner boots alone, and the rest will be profit. So that was a really good stop for only $46. Back outside of Goodwill in Belgrade because I, Mikhail, have a thrifting addiction. Some Brooks Ghost 13 for 8. This model of Skechers always sells really well. Even in this condition, they're Y2K jammers and they're only $6. I already know these are going to be a really good buy, especially for 8 Adidas snowboard boots. I have a pair listed that look just like this for 150, and they have multiple watchers. I don't know if it's the same model, but I'm guessing it's still worth 8. Some funky looking Adidas for 8. They're in good condition. I don't know what this model is. I'll put it in the cart and look it up later. I wasn't seeing too much in the hard goods, but of course, another pair of iClicker 2 remotes. These are just, they sell so fast for 22 free shipping. Like, yeah, I love them. Bread and butter. In the men's, I just found this Carhartt button down. It's like one of those heavier ones. It is 13 and has an embroidery, but honestly, I'm sure I could still get at least 40 for it, so I'm gonna grab it. I just put back the Adidas. There's a couple listed, none sold, and they're only listed at like 25 plus shipping, so not worth it. Okay, I paid $41 for everything. The 2 iClicker remotes will make me all my money back within 24 hours, and then the rest will be profit. Those Adidas snowboard boots were a really good find, probably about a $100 bill right there. And the Brooks, the Ghost 13 sells pretty well, especially in triple black. I should get 30, 35 for them once I clean them up. And like I said, the jammers do really well too. Plus the Carhartt, I didn't look up the model, but Carhartt sells, and it's one of the heavier button ups, so that's good for this time of year. So overall, $41, really good stop. It is now day 12,752 of shopping at Goodwill, so let's go in and see what we can find. First find is Oakley ski jacket. I've had really good luck with Oakley jackets. They usually go between 50 and 70. The next thing that caught my eye are these Uggs with Vibram soles. They're $15 And this, it looks pretty worn, but honestly that will clean up just nice with some Doc Marten Wonder Balm. I'm gonna put these in the cart and look up the model to see if they're worth it, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be still worth it, even in the condition and price. Okay, this is my first time ever finding kid rock climbing shoes. I don't know if these are gonna be worth it or not. They're $6, but I mean, I'm sure those are worth at least 25. All right, so there's a lot of people, so I didn't record it, but I found this, it's a Ruco Carl Smart Remote, and this is $3.99, and it looks like I can get between 15 and 20. And then, of course, I found another iClicker 2, and this will sell within a day for about $22 free shipping, and it's only a couple bucks. All right, so next I just found this VTech phone set. It's $10, but it is brand new in the box, I checked, and this goes for about $50 plus shipping. And then this Nespresso milk frother, it is also brand new in the box. It's $3.99, and I should get about 30 to 40. Scan your barcodes. You never know when something's gonna be worth something. This is not worth $6. They do sell for about 25 to 27 free shipping. It's first class maybe, but I don't know, for $6 it's not, it's not worth paying that much. So I've sold these in the past. It's $5.99. These Clarisonic like makeup brush things. This is a newer model. It's the Plus, and it looks like it goes for about 35 to 40 plus ship. I also just found this webcam that goes for about 25 to 30 free shipping. It's Nexigo. Never heard of this brand, but I think I'm going to get it for myself because I do plan on doing YouTube lives soon, and it'd be much better to have an actual camera rather than the computer camera. I just went over to the women's shoes. First thing to catch my eye are these Sorel wedges, but they are 20, so I don't think it's going to be worth paying 20 for this model. I could probably double up, but I don't want to. They're just a little too worn. Some Koolaburra like wedge boots, mild wedge. Huh, interesting. Some Nike Cortez for $5.99. That's a really good model of Nikes. I must have missed these earlier. Loa's a really good brand, and these are Gore-Tex. I don't know how their sneakers do. I've sold their boots for really good money, but these are only $8, so I think I'm gonna take a chance on them. All right, so I just looked up the Uggs, and they are worth it for $15. They look like they go for about $75 plus shipping, so in the condition I might list them for $60, which is about 4 times my money, 3 times after fees and whatnot, so I'm gonna pick them up. They seem to sell really good too, and especially this time of year. I was just about to go check out when I found these Under Armour Scent Control camo pants. They're $13, but they are definitely worth it. So 2 years ago when I filmed my first ever video, I found a pair of these pants, and they sold like in a day for $80. I just looked up comps again, and it looks like they're still going between 60 and 80, so I'm definitely gonna pick those up. They're like winter hunting pants, and they have a scent control, so I don't know, but that's a good deal. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm a nut. So I went to the checkout line, I got to the register, and I only had one of these in my cart. So I couldn't find it anywhere. It had somehow fallen out of my cart in one of the aisles, but I just walked around the entire store looking for it. I found it. It was like underneath one of these clothing racks. But man, I was like, I knew I had 2. I was like, did I only grab 1 somehow and not realize it? But okay, now I got them. All right, I spent $87 on everything that you saw. The Under Armour camo pants should make the majority of the money back, and so should the Oakley ski jacket. Oakley ski and snowboard gear sells really well for me. High dollar stuff. And then the Uggs, once I clean them up a bit, should get some good money. I didn't look up the Lowa, L-O-W-A, I don't know if I'm saying it right, shoes, but I'm guessing at least 40. I got that remote, the Nike Cortez that I almost lost. And I didn't look up the kids' Mad Rock climbing shoes. Mad Rock's a pretty decent brand of climbing shoe. Like I said, I'm guessing at least 20 to 25. They're very lightweight. They'll ship first class. And then the brand new Nespresso machine, the milk frother. So overall, really good stop. I just decided to run in here really quick because Goodwill's like 4 minutes from my storage unit. So I figured it, you know, while I'm there gathering sales, I might as well run in to see if I can find anything to flip. And now I'm gonna do something a little bit different today. I've been getting a lot of comments, people asking me to show you like not just thrifting content, but like the back end of my reselling business. And since this weekend I'm going to, hang on, I'll wait for the beeping to stop. All right, So this Saturday I'm leaving for Florida for a week to go see my family. I have what you guys are seeing in this video is like a few different days of thrifting all in one, because I had this extra footage and I need a video to upload next week while I'm gone. So we are gonna head to my storage unit and I'm gonna show you kind of the back end of my business. I'm gonna pull some orders of what I'm selling, well, of what's sold and what has to be shipped today, and just kind of show you guys the other side of my reselling business. So if you're just here for the thrifting content, I don't blame you. That's the fun part. So I don't blame you if you click off now. The rest of it is just gonna be me at storage showing you guys a little bit more about myself and my business. Okay guys, I am at my storage unit now. This is my monstrosity of a hoard. I know, it is a lot. Now this is a judgment-free zone. I want to hear nothing about this cluster of stuff. So unlike most people, I don't use a SKU system. I know I'm crazy. I haven't in the past. I've thought about it, but I have so many active listings that it'd be kind of hard to go through it now. Plus, the way I list, I don't, I'm a lister. I'll list anything between 10 and 80 things a day. Like I'm hardcore into listing. So like it's hard to, I'll just photograph it all on my phone and I have it all stored on my phone. So it's kind of hard to, because I'll just list whenever I have free time. It's hard to kind of skew it when I'm just kind of listing whenever without actually knowing where the stuff even is. So like all this stuff here, these 3 bags I just brought here, took out of the car. I have to organize these onto the shelves, and I do know where everything is. Like I don't really have problems with that. I have a base idea of like I keep certain categories together. But so I'm gonna go ahead, organize all this onto the shelf, and then I'll show you around. So as I'm putting some of this stuff away, I hadn't even gotten a chance yet to put up these Karoo shoes, and they just sold on Poshmark for me for, I think, 40 bucks plus shipping. So I paid, I don't even remember, let's just say 10 for them. I think it was 10 actually, and I just bought them a couple days ago. So I'm gonna go ahead and set these here and put the rest away. But yeah, like stuff, people ask me how long does stuff sit in the shelves. It just depends on the item. Like those I didn't even put on the shelves yet and they sold. And then I have some items that sit for a year. But I don't mind having stuff sit for a year, because the more long-term stuff you have, the longer you're doing it, the more of that stuff is selling daily. So it's like, I'm not good at putting stuff into words, but I think you get what I'm saying. My goal is to have as big of a store as I can and to be selling as much as I possibly can. Okay, now that I've got that stuff put away, let me show you around a bit. So as I'm sure you guys saw, is my hoard of shoes. The top shelves are the hardest because that's where I keep the boots, and I have lots of boots, but only so much room on the top. So I kind of have to stack them gently. But as you can see, there's a lot of shoes. But these shelves I get at Walmart for 50 a piece, and they're worth it. They're sturdy, they hold a lot of shoes, as you can tell. So yeah, the shoes can be a bit overwhelming, but so I watched Pro Picker and his flipping channel, and I got this. So he has a link in his video description for an Amazon deal, right? And so I got these from that link, these cubes. This is what he uses, and man, if you guys sell golf clubs, you know how much of a pain they can be to store. This is game changing. You guys should definitely go to his video, click on his Amazon link, and buy these. They're super cheap too. You stack them together, you put them together, and yeah, I got them organized by like drivers and like fairway woods, irons, wedges, and putters, and it is a game changer. I couldn't be happier with that. So thank you, Pro Picker. And now, yeah, I have all these golf bags here. I line up there because don't really know where else to put them. I've got my shelves and shelves of stuff. As you can see, I got like shoe boxes up here. Now this is kind of a mess right now because I had to pull some stuff the other day and haven't reorganized it. But here is where I keep like just anything that's in a box, you know. Instead of like out of box, I put all boxes of just anything right here. And then I got my miscellaneous inventory drawers here where I keep like smaller items like purses, you know, baseball gloves, toys, anything that will fit in there. And I kind of like, I have a base idea of where everything is. This is like where my head covers are. And then I got my, don't even look at that. Whew, my whole clothing system. And that one's rough. But then I got like all camera stuff here. I got like 35mm in here, digital, and then, you know, camcorders and stuff and lenses up here. A bunch of stuff here. Got my little action figures. Both of these actually sold, so I got to pull these in a minute. Christmas stuff. This actually sold as well. I sold this for $35. And then all of my kitchen stuff is mostly here. I've got like speakers and random electronics on this one as well. But the majority of my kitchen stuff goes here. VCRs, DVD combo units, other big electronics. And I have a lot of ski boots and snowboard boots, because if you've watched my videos, you know I like to pick them up. They sell really well for me this time of year. They don't sell year round as well, but they do sell year round. I sold probably a dozen ski boots last summer, and they all sold for, you know, same price I have them listed for in the winter. So don't be afraid to pick them up in the summer. They might take a little longer to sell, but they still sell. I mean, this thing is constantly full because of how much I find. But I mean, look, they also clear out so quickly. I have like 3 pairs to pull just for today to ship. So I'll get to those in a moment. And then I just got, you know, random stuff here. Yeah, so that's my storage system. It's really warm today. We're going through like a little heat wave, but it's like 57 today in January, well, February 1st actually for me in Montana. So I have a little propane heater. It doesn't do much, let me tell you. But yeah, so let me get into pulling some of these orders. First thing I'm going to pull, you guys probably saw in the Utah thrifting trip if you saw it, is this little Sony Triniton TV. Even though it's cracked and dented, it still works. I tested it. It has the remote, the swivel stand. I sold it for $150 and it sold fast. In a video I posted a couple months ago, one of the first ones I posted since getting back into filming. I mean, I say starting getting back into it, but I never really got into it. I posted 2 videos 2 years ago and just wasn't ready to take this YouTube step, but now I am. So I picked up this whole box of vintage Dinky Toys diecast vehicles, paid $175 for it all, and this box was packed. I've already sold like more than half, and I've already made like $800 to $1,000 in profit, and I still have all this left to sell. I did sell one in today's video for $26. Let me try to find it really quick, and then I'll show you it. Okay, so yeah, it's this Dinky Toys sedan, and it sold for $26.29. I sent out like 5% off offers, and someone accepted it. And then I sold 2 Star Wars figures to the same buyer. They're both the same figure. They paid $60 free shipping for both. And then I sold a pair of these Ride snowboard boots. Ride's the brand. It's a really good brand. They make jackets too that sell really well. And these snowboard boots sold for, if I can get them off, $69.99. And if you see snowboard boots with that cable on it, like the crank cable, that is called the BOA cable, and that adds a bit of value to them. They're a bit more desirable with that instead of laces. And obviously I'm not going to pull everything and show you everything that's sold. That's going to take too much time, and I got to get back and pack and ship because I got to get ready to go to Florida. But I just want to say, first of all, I did not expect my channel to grow as fast as it's growing. It's mind-blowing to me. Thank you guys, and you guys are just so great in the comments. I've been getting so much positivity from you guys. The community is awesome, and if you guys have any constructive criticism or like any requests or things you want to see in videos, leave it in the comments. I'm not going to get offended over constructive criticism. I get offended if people, you know, are insulting, but criticism's different, and I need criticism because, like I said, I wasn't expecting it to grow this fast. I don't know what I'm doing, really. I don't know what works. I don't have that perfect flow down yet. I'm just experimenting right now. So anything you guys want to start seeing in videos, anything that you watch in other resellers that you like that they implement in their videos that maybe you'd like to see me implement in mine, just let me know in the comments. I'd be glad to take anything into consideration and give it a shot. I picked this up in Utah as well, this Emerson DVD VCR player, and it sold for $50. And then I gotta grab that here in a second, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this over here. In these 2 bins I keep my kids' shoes. I just picked these up in a recent video as well for $3, these little kid bog dinosaur boots. And I paid $3 for them, and they sold for $25, and they will ship first class. So this was a good buy, but it took a while to sell. Probably roughly 8 months now. It's a Texas Instruments mini projector. I paid 10 bucks for it and it sold for $100. It's really tiny. I don't know how big it's gonna project. But yeah, like I said, it took a while to sell, surprisingly. It had a lot of watchers, a lot of offers, but yeah, it just took a while. But still, 10 bucks into 100, you can't go wrong. I didn't realize these sold as well. I sold another pair of snowboard boots. Brand is K2, and they also had the BOA cable, and these ones sold for 100. K2 is a really good brand, and these also have Vibram soles, which also adds a little value to them, makes them a little bit nicer. But I paid, I don't know, roughly $10 to $13 for them. It's hard to remember at this point. I buy so many skis and snowboard boots. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up in here soon, but I want to tell you guys about a buy I got last summer. So it's the best buy of my life. Something from it sold, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you that really quick. And you might think this was the best buy of your life. So you see all these like Discmans and stuff. So this Sony Discman sold for $26. Okay, I went to a yard sale last summer and they had like 10 IKEA bags full of Sony Discmans, Sony Walkmans, or even like JVC, Panasonic, just a bunch of different branded Discmans, Walkmans, and hundreds of digital cameras, 35mm cameras, you know, Sony, oh my god, I am having a brain fart. The Sony, you guys know what I'm talking about, the recorders. They have a certain name for it though, I can't think of it right now, but I paid $100 for all of it. I said how much were for them, and they said $5 a bag. And I found a few other things there, like a Pendleton wool blanket, a nice Carhartt. I was like, here's $100. You know, it's still a really good deal. And I expected the majority not to work, and I'd say about 35% didn't work, but more worked than I expected. I made over $10,000 from that one sale. Now, I went back a couple weeks later because I saw they had another sale, and I bought another like 5 or 6 bags of stuff, including like big amplifier, like car amplifiers, and I made like another, you know, $5,000 to $7,000 off of that, and I still am selling stuff to this day from that buy. I spent $200 total and turned it into over like $17,000, and I'm still making money. I wish I was making YouTube at that time, because that would have blown your guys' mind. I dream. I don't think I'll ever find another sale quite like that. I'm pulling shoes right now. Those are some of the ones I sold. There's about 10 other pairs to pull right now. I'm not going to go through all that. You guys see enough of me sourcing shoes. I'm sure it's a little annoying. I just obviously sell a lot of them, so I source them. But with that, I think I'm going to wrap it up. If you guys, let me know if you liked me doing this. I probably won't do it every video, but I'll do it here and there. Show you guys some what sold besides the little what sold short videos I post daily. Yeah, let me know what you think about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, please consider liking and subscribing. Both really helps me out. I know everyone says that, but like liking it shows YouTube that someone likes the content, so they push it to more people. It helps me grow. And with that, thank you guys. I'll see you next time.